What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Before we dive off completely into this video, I want you guys to go down into the description below and click on the store, 4boutdoors.com. Pick up some of these hats, pick up decals, bait, shirts, all kinds of good stuff down there. Go check it out. Help support the channel, help support bringing these videos that you guys love seeing. But as far as today's video goes, this is my second saddle hunt ever. As you guys can tell, I am saddle hunting. I'm having such a stinking blast doing this. It's so much fun. I just got in. It's 5:42. I'm super late. I know, but I had to make a run for it, and we're here. So I'm hoping that I get an opportunity at a doe or a spike management deer or something. On my way in, I passed across one of my oat fields, which is where I should really be sitting. But I passed my oat field down here at the other end of the field, and there was a doe out there. She spotted me and she took off running. I almost got away with it, but she got me. So anyway, I'm up in the killing tree. I can see my feeder directly across the field from here. Maybe something will show up over there, pigs or something. I can hop down out here, stalk over, and shoot a hog. But we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that the deer come flying right across in front of me like they typically do. This should be a super fun hunt. Guys, leave me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You don't want to miss out on this stuff, so hit the notifications bell too. But I'm pumped to be here. I got to get an arrow knocked. I got to get the old release put on the bow, and I got to be quiet, and hopefully we'll have a doe come passing by here very quickly. So guys, stay tuned. This is going to be so much fun. Hopefully we see some deer. And here pretty quick, I'm going to go set up another spot over here on this oat field so I have a way to hunt these deer over there. Because I have a feeling that since that thing's planted in oats, and they're all the oats that are coming up are all like 3 or 4 inches tall now, there's going to be deer in there just tearing it up. So we're going to continue to get settled in and set up, and hope that some magic happens for us tonight. Okay, curiosity's got the best of me. I've been up here for about an hour now. Haven't seen or heard anything. So I'm going to hop down. I'm going to go see what's in this oat field over here. Maybe there'll be some deer. Maybe I can put a little stalk on them. I've got a good feeling there's some deer out there. Even though that one doe busted on me whenever I came walking past the oat field. She may be back now. And if not, there's plenty of other does around. So I'm going to sneak down. I'm going to switch you guys over to the GoPro. Unfortunately, I don't have my tripod with me right now, so I'm just going to strap the GoPro to my bow over to my head. And we're going to take off and see if we can't find a deer over here in this oat field. This should be pretty stinking fun too. So, going to be very challenging, but going to be fun. There's a pig out in this field. The wind is completely wrong, so I'm just gonna try to sneak up there. Hope that he doesn't smell me. Range him and get a shot off. I can't believe there's a pig out here. There goes 3 deer. Oh my gosh. Alright, I think I can get a shot off on this hog. Those deer spooked off, but the pig just looked at him and went back to rooting around. three deer just ran off. There's 2 more at the other end, and then this pig. And the other problem is that the wind that I have is blowing straight towards him. So I gotta figure out how I can get to him to cut him off, but we're out in the wide open right now. I know you guys probably can't see him because I'm just filming on the GoPro, but he's feeding away from me. These deer aren't gonna spook him, but I'm gonna try to get out here on him, and I may have to start belly crawling, but he's probably about 105, 110 yards now. He's headed for the other tree line. I gotta see what I can do. He's at my feeder now. I gotta hurry up and get up there. I got a perfect wind and plenty of daylight. I think I'm gonna be able to kill him. I've chased him over 300 yards now. I'm just waiting for him to go down to the feeder so he can't see me anymore. I'm out in the wide open field. Look at this. I'm not in the oak patch anymore. I'm in the field that I was just hunting. So I gotta get up here to this feeder and hope he doesn't see me. Stupid donkeys were here. Hold on, I gotta catch my breath. Okay, so I think I have breath enough now to talk. Here's what happened. So, way out there, back over that way, is my oat field. That hog came across the oat field. Ooh. And whenever he did, he cut across the fence, cut right past me. So I was able to cut back through the fence, get downwind of him. And then I chase him all the way across. He comes all the way to the feeder. The feeder's right here. The stupid donkeys were here. So of course, what are the donkeys gonna do? They start running him off. Well, I'm out of breath because I ran the donkeys off. I shot that hog. I know that you guys probably couldn't see jack squat on the video, but it felt good. It sounded good. I watched this pig run to like right over here. And he stopped in the tree line. And then he took off running some more. I don't know what the blood looks like. I don't know how far he ran. I have no idea where the arrow hit him because the stupid luminoc, or the stupid, not luminoc, the stupid glory knock never came on. Well, so the oat field's back here, right guys? It's back over this way. The tree that I was hunting out of is one of these right here. No, I'm sorry. It's one of these right here. So, oat field's back that way. My tree that I was hunting this afternoon is back over that way. And it was every bit of like a 300 or 400 yard run, and I chased that stupid pig all the way, almost as fast as I could without getting busted. So I'm gonna give that pig a few more minutes. I'm gonna go grab my headlamp, go grab a better camera because I'm filming on my phone right now. I'm gonna see what kind of blood I can find, see if I can find my arrow. I have no idea. But we'll see what happens. I pulled the shot off. It was like 20 yards. Yeah, roughly about 20 yards. Pulled the shot off. Everything felt good. Sent the arrow away. It sounded good. I know I didn't hit him in the guts. I would have definitely heard that, but yeah. Gonna give him a few minutes. I'm gonna cool off myself. I was freezing my butt off. It's like 40 something degrees out here. But we're gonna give it just a few minutes and then see what we can find. Hopefully there's a good blood trail. Hopefully there's a dead hog within about 100 yards. All right, guys. I'm sure I'm probably blinding the crap out of you right now, but I just went and got my camera bag, this camera, a couple other things, and I am headed to look for this hog right now. It's been 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes since the shot. It took me a little while to get over here to the tree and grab my stuff, but I'm on my way out now, and or I'm on my way back to the feeder, and we're gonna pick up this blood trail and see if we can find an arrow. Okay, so my hog was standing right about there. My bow's laying on the ground right over there. You guys can probably see it. It was about right at 20 yards. I ranged him just before I shot him, so maybe I'll be able to find some blood coming through here. That'd sure be nice. I'd really like to find this hog after chasing him as far as I did. I didn't find any blood in the very beginning. I couldn't even get on the blood trail at all. But I'm on a good trail now, and it looks freaking epic. Double lung, or I at least clipped the lung. I see a lot of bubbles, and that's some really good looking blood that goes all the way up through there. So I know he's probably not going to be too much further. I got to figure out how I'm going to get through that junk. Looks like belly crawling it is. We're going to head in. Hopefully we can find this hog. Hopefully it won't be too far. That's some really good looking stuff. It's real dark. It looks like it may have been more of a heart shot than anything, but I see tons of bubbles in it. And there was some real good light pink stuff. So, oh my gosh. I absolutely drilled this hog. Does anybody want to explain this to me? There's good blood all through here. All the way up this trail. Good blood. There's blood right there. Real good blood. Blood there. And then that's it. It completely stops. 100% just stops. I have no freaking clue which direction this hog went. I mean, no clue. That's frustrating. I'm like 40 yards into the track and there's amazing blood. And then it just stops. The arrow's still in him because I haven't found the arrow yet. And there's a drop right there. Drop right there. Drop right here. And it's just gone. It's like it just turned to 180. And the blood trail is the complete opposite of what it was for the previous 30 or 40 yards. This is aggravating. Maybe he'll open back up. I'm going to keep searching. Okay, so here's where I've made it to. I found a little bit of blood here on the edge of this stick. Here's the neighbor's fence. There's blood here. Blood there. Blood right there. And blood on the other side of the fence. So, guys, he's on the neighbor's place. That stinks. Alright guys, next day here, and here's the verdict. So last night, I showed you guys that pig ran all the way to the neighbor's place. I quit filming from there. This camera battery was getting super duper low, and the quality of footage after dark is terrible with this thing in my headlamp anyway. So I get to that fence, and there's a little trail that curves off to the left, and it goes all the way down that fence. Well, on the other side of the fence, I know who the neighbors are. It goes all the way down the fence line and is weaving through all this thick stuff, and I'm all in through there. On my hands and knees, I'm crawling, and I'm finding just pin drops of blood, pin drops of blood, pin drops of blood. And I keep going, I keep going, and I keep going, and he finally runs to the adjoining fence, but it makes a 90 degrees turn and goes all the way down the other direction. Well, that pig crosses underneath that fence. So the deal is, if you look on Onyx maps, you can see where that fence that he ran down, it runs down this way, then the other fence runs down this way. I know who owns this side. I hunt this side, but then there's a little piece right there that's right behind me that goes down to the river that I have no clue who it belongs to. I have permission on this little oat field. I lease it as well, and it's further down this way. And so that's why you guys saw the footage from me over by the oat field, is because I figured, well, maybe he cut through that person's property, whoever owns it. If you click on it on Onyx Maps, it says no owner data. So I have no clue how to get a hold of anybody. I'm going to ask the man who owns this property. I'm going to see if I can figure out who owns that. For all I know, the person that I lease from also owns that on the other side of the fence, but it was too late to find that out last night, and here we are the next day. I just went and searched for him again, and I ended up over by the oat field because I was just trying to see if maybe he had cut across that section. So my property that I lease, it borders that other property. I have no idea who owns it. It's in the shape of a rectangle. My property goes down this way, and then there's another fence that cuts down this way, and my oat field is kind of back over there in this corner. So I border it on two sides. The river borders it on the other side, and then the neighbor borders it on the fourth side. So that's an axis doe. Well, that was interesting. What in the world? I just completely lost my train of thought. Oh my goodness! It's cold and it's raining and I'm soaked to the bone. So I just talked to my landowner. I'm leaving the house right now. And here's the deal, guys. That little property that I was just telling you about, that I wasn't sure was mine or not, is actually mine. So that's great news. What isn't great news is that it is flat out just nasty out here and has been all day. So the problem is that the blood trail is completely gone now. But if I would have known last night, like, and the reason why I didn't know that I could lease this property is, the reason why I didn't know that I could go across the fence and hunt on that side over there is because I didn't lease that property last year. The property belongs to the landowner's niece. So I'm now leasing the same land that I leased last year plus his niece's land for deer. But anyways, that's great news. If I would have known that last night, I could have crossed the fence and gone and found my hog. But it's too late now. The blood trail's completely gone. And it was like 60 degrees last night whenever I shot that hog. And I killed him about 7:15 or so. And here we are 24 hours later. It was, it's been 60s. It was 60 for a good part of the night. Got down into the 40s just now, like later today. So the meat is questionable. I'm sure it's probably still good, but at this point I know the coyotes have gotten into it and it's just gonna be a big mess. So anyways, with that being said, it stinks that I couldn't find him last night. We'll get on some more hogs. I'll finish the video with this. Whenever I originally leased this land, the extra part that belongs to my landowner's niece, I found the property on Onyx Maps and I clicked on it and it popped it up and it told me what I could hunt and what I couldn't. I was like, okay, well, I see the property that I can hunt. So cool. Well, the property, the small little section that I'm talking about that goes all the way down to the river, it's not included in that area, in that section of, and whenever I clicked on Onyx and I clicked on the oat field that I knew I could hunt, that I knew was my landowner's niece's property, it didn't include that extra little 25-acre portion that was on the river. So that's why I didn't know if it was mine or not, and I figured because it said no landowner data that I was good to go. But I mean that I needed to stay away from it, and that his niece didn't own it. So I know now because I just talked to him. So that's great. That's awesome news. But anyways, we'll close this video out now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad we kind of got that little bit of confusion out of the way, and oh well, everything worked out in the end except for not finding the hog, but that'll change. But it's all right. Things are going great. Steady hunting hard for you guys. Y'all are awesome. Be sure that you subscribe, and I will catch you here in the next couple of days.